What could be the motivation for one roommate killing another? Jealousy? Well, today's story is about an 18-year-old girl who had no idea her roommate would be the one to end her life. This came to light when a killer who had escaped for 15 years was arrested last year. And after years of grieving, a father obtained justice for her kind daughter. So, who was this girl unaware of the intentions of her roommates? Anita Knutson was 18 years old when she was stabbed to death. She was a student at Minot State University. A North Dakota woman named Nicole Rice was the one arrested for the murder of her roommate in 2007. Rice was 19 when her name was Nicole Thomas. Rice, now a 34-year-old mother of two, who is married and works as a civilian at the Minot Air Force Base, was arrested on March 16th of 2022. According to the Minot Police Department, at a press conference, the chief of Minot Police, John Klug, said, after nearly 15 years of investigating and following up on leads, the suspect is in custody. Nicole Rice, 34, was arrested for killing and taken to our county jail. We haven't forgotten about this case. Even though most of the detectives who worked the original scene and investigation have retired. The question is how everything surfaced when Anita vanished. After not hearing from his 18-year-old daughter, Anita, for a few days in 2007, Gordon Knutson drove about an hour to her apartment in Minot, North Dakota, to make sure that she was okay. But when he got there, it looked like nobody was there. Then he observed through the window of Anita's bedroom. Gordon said in a 2016 interview with the news show Crime Watch Daily, the mattress was covered in blood. Anita had been stabbed several times and was laying face down on her bed. Her father said that someone had wrapped her in a big housecoat. He reached out to touch her through the window. Gordon said her body was cold, so I knew she was dead. The case went unsolved for more than 14 years before the Minot Police Department took it on. The delay upset Anita's family, who have said in interviews over the years that they thought the investigation was messed up by the police. That was true until February of 2022, when the chief of Minot Police, John Klug, announced that Anita's roommate at the time of her death had been arrested. Court records show that Rice, who is 34, has been charged with the murder. She could go to prison for life and never get out. The Washington Post asked Rice's lawyer for a comment, but he didn't answer. Klug said at a news conference, "My heart goes out to the family. I wish we could have figured this out sooner, but I am glad to say that we now have the person who killed Anita Knutson in custody." Police did not say a whole lot about a possible reason. Anita, a young woman who was determined, kind, and caring, had just finished her first year at Minot State University, where she was studying elementary education. She worked 2 jobs to pay for school and lived with Rice in an apartment away from campus. Sharon Knutson said that she last talked to her daughter on Friday, June the 1st of 2007. She said on the True Crime show that they talked every day. So when Anita didn't answer her phone for a few days, Sharon asked her husband on June 4th to drive from their home to Anita's apartment. According to an affidavit of probable cause for Rice that the Post looked at, Gordon tried to get into the apartment, but it was locked. So he went to find the landlord and the maintenance worker to ask for help. Gordon said that the maintenance man remembered seeing a window screen outside of Anita's apartment that had been taken down and cut. When Gordon went to find the screen, he realized it was from his daughter's bedroom window. When he went inside, he saw his daughter sleeping in her bed. The affidavit says that the landlord led them into the apartment, and then they called the Minot Police Department. The report says that when police arrived at Anita's house at 5:12 p.m., they found a small pocket knife with dried blood on the edge of her bed. Investigators wrote that Anita's laptop, cell phone, purse, and digital camera were all in her bedroom, which shows that she was not killed during the robbery. The report says that there was no evidence that anyone had come in through Anita's bedroom window, where the screen had been removed. In an interview with Crime Watch Daily, Sergeant David Goodman of the Minot Police Department said that he found blood where the screen was cut, which means it was probably cut after the killing. According to Goodman, the goal would be to trick law enforcement by making it like this could be a way in. Investigators told Crime Watch Daily that police talked to Anita's friends, neighbors, and construction workers who were working nearby. They found DNA on the pocket knife and took samples from the people they talked to. The police also talked to Anita's roommate, Rice. She spent the whole weekend with her family. The affidavit says that investigators thought that Rice's story was not quite right. Rice and her parents are said to have said things that were inconsistent and contradictory. Several of Anita and Rice's friends told police that they fought a lot, the report says. People who knew the roommates well said in the affidavit that Rice had a short fuse and reacted quickly. Sharon said on the True Crime Show she scared Anita. She also said that Rice sent Anita threatening messages. Sharon also said that Anita was planning to leave. Klug, the police chief, said that investigators never ruled out Rice as a suspect, but they didn't have enough evidence to arrest her. After working with Cold Justice, another true crime show, the Minot Police Department started re-interviewing suspects and witnesses earlier this year. Klug said. The police chief said that the program, which is shown on Oxygen, gave investigators more help and knowledge. Over the years, Anita's family got more and more upset because they thought the police were ignoring the case. Anna Knutson, Anita's sister, told Crime Watch Daily that she was upset that investigators were taking so long to solve the case. She said, "I don't think they're doing a great job." But Minot police say that they have never stopped looking into the case and have never forgotten about it. In the years since Anita's death, investigators got several tips about Rice, according to the affidavit. One tip said that Rice's roommate had admitted to killing Anita while drunk. Investigators found out that it was a man Rice dated for a few months in 2008 and 2009. The report says that while the couple was at a party, someone brought up Anita's death. The guy who used to date Rice told the police that she got belligerently drunk. The affidavit says that Rice then told him that she did it. When Rice was sober, the man tried to ask her about the confession, but she allegedly got angry and pushed him away. Klug didn't say what the evidence was that pointed to Rice. He said that it was more about taking a different look at the facts. Klug said, "I think the turning point in this case was really just trying to put all of that information in a way that made sense. It just took a little bit of refocusing and a lot of paying attention to the small details." Rice was caught on Wednesday at her civilian job at Minot Air Force Base. Kafier said that she was taken to the Ward County Jail and released the next day after posting a $120,000 bond. Court records say that Rice will be back in court on April 21st. In the beginning, Nicole lied to the police and said that she and her roommate were best friends. And can you believe that Nicole was an active member of Anita's memorial group on Facebook before she deleted her account? She told other people in the group that she missed Anita. But as the example shows, the truth always finds its way, no matter what. That brings us to the end of the video. But don't worry, if you want to stay up to date on the crime world, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and press that bell icon